Welcome, my beautiful souls. I'm Selena from Essence of the Moon, and today we're stepping into the turning of the sacred wheel with the Enchanted Wheel Oracle, sent to me by US Game System for my honest review. Written by Alison Di Nicola with artwork by Sabina Espinet, this beautifully illustrated deck honors the rhythm of the seasons, the cycles of nature, and the dance between light and shadow. Each card feels like a doorway into balance, a reminder that every ending becomes a beginning once more. So light your candle, take a deep breath, and let's journey through the ever-turning wheel of enchantment together. So thank you for sticking around to this beautiful unboxing. This was very kind of US Games to send this deck my way for review. Can I just say that I do not own many round decks. This is the second one that they sent. So they also sent Folia, which I did an unboxing for already. And that's already posted on YouTube. And now the Enchanted Wheel Oracle. Yeah, this is something very new for me, guys. At first I was hesitant because of the shape, but now I love it. So let's see what the back says. Enchanted Wheel Oracle. Elemental energy through the cycles of the year. Enchanted Wheel Oracle invites you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, elemental connection, and timeless wisdom. Focusing on the Celtic Wheel of the Year, this oracle is based on specific portal days with goddess teachings from the mystical land of Avalon. The Enchanted Wheel brings the solar events and cardinal directions into focus, helping us navigate our own spiritual pathways. Embrace the sacred wisdom of the seasons and deepen your connection with the natural world. This does include 45 round cards with hand-painted imagery and keywords, and a 128-page illustrated guidebook. Again, this does come from US Games, and here we have the Willow Woman, just to give you an example of what the images are going to look like. Isn't that beautiful? And I like how compact these are and very easy to store or even just carry with you in your purse if you're traveling somewhere and you want to take them with you. I think these are a great addition for that. So let's look at the guidebook first. It's a nice little square guidebook. You have just the colored image, the word, the number, a couple of the keywords and what everything means, and a final statement for you to say. Like, for example, chalice well. Statement, I embrace and allow a special space for renewing body and spirit. I think that's beautiful. Hazel Woman, the Phoenix, Willow Woman, which was on the back of the box. That statement is, I am flexible and embrace conscious change. I've already reviewed the images. So I have already seen all the images in here. This deck is not yet out at the time of recording. So the introduction reads, so it does talk about 45 cards, 128 page. Each card bears a beautiful image accompanied by 3 key words. These words can be read as individual messages or become a 3-word mantra for the energy at hand. There are 8 specific portal days which can access through images and your intention. Other cards invoke the presence of goddesses, fairies, mystical creatures, animals, and other symbols that are closely connected to nature and the turning of the seasons. What is elemental living? As we move further into dawning of the new age, it has become increasingly apparent that our ancestral and shamanic roots are more important than ever. Yes. Almost every culture has used the cycles of nature as a timetable for important events and personal survival. Many of our modern holidays and celebrations are rooted in the British Celtic wheel as it was adapted to serve the people and organize religion. Today we have the freedom and wisdom to return to those portals at any point in time to access the gifts that they offer. In fact, reconnection is what we are realizing is the balm for modern soul. I like that. So the Wheel of the Year, it goes with your cardinal directions. Cardinal directions and elements. So for example, east is spring and fire. South is summer and water. West is autumn and earth. North is winter and air. Center all year, space and time. Preparing your cards. There's an invocation she likes to call on to all directions. So let me read that out to you. I call on the power of center, the divine and my own intuition. I call on the east, the direction of the rising sun, new beginnings and spring. I call on the south, the direction of midday sun, growth and summer. I call on the west, the direction of the setting sun, harvest and autumn. I call on the north, the direction of darkness, completion and winter. Please allow me to receive the perfect messages and insights for today. I ask this in full faith. Blessed be. Isn't that beautiful? So here are some spreads. You have a 2-card. So wisdom of the past cycle and energy of the future cycle. That's a cute one. 5-card reading. You can do this one any time of the year. So it goes through all the positions and then your center position. Other ways to use the deck, the cards. So it kind of gives you just a really quick on what all the cards are. And the back has about the author. I think this is beautiful, guys. This is such a beautiful deck. And I've already had so many ideas on what to pair these with. So let's dive into the images. Here are the images and the lovely box. Here are the lovely backs. I like these backs. They're so pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. Our first card is the Wheel of the Year. And as we all know, this is what the Wheel of the Year looks like. The keywords in the bottom are beginnings, endings, and completions, which I like that. And it's a nice cardstock material. It's flexy. It's not shiny. It's pretty matte. There's a little bit of shine to it, but not much. Very smooth. Very nice material to have. Feels really good in your hands. And let's check out the images on here. Just zoom in a little bit. And it gives you the cardinal directions that they're all in. Other words for them like May Day for Beltane, summer solstice for Litha. Yeah, very nice. Halloween for Samhain, which we just finished as of this recording in November. North winter solstice, inner space, reflection, and darkness. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful card? I like the owl on here. I like the candle with the flame. The berries. This is beautiful. I like the trim around it as well. That's beautiful trim. Air element. Clarity, expansion, and breath. Beautiful. Kaliak, power, wisdom, and change. Isn't she beautiful? Look at the look on her face. Just lovely. Mighty owl, intuition, prophecy, and clairvoyance. Isn't he cool? I like him a lot. Very cool. Feather, smudge fan, clearing, ritual, and ceremony. That's a beautiful fan. My dear friend, Sophie, the Midwest Magician, has these beautiful smudge fan feathers on her Etsy shop. I'm going to link her shop below, guys. Rosemary, remembrance, protection, and focus. My dear friend Bridget, the fabled witch, sent me rosemary for my birthday from her garden. Northeast Imbolc, quickening, inspiration, and light. So that is Bridget's wheel that we are seeing right here. Oh, and look at the colors. They're in different colors, guys. So winter is in that pale, almost gray color. And then in bulk is in a really beautiful robin blue color, or sky blue. White Swan, creation, renewal, and grace. These are beautiful, guys. I love these images. The unicorn, imagination, joy, and purity. Beautiful. I love the braiding around there, the edging. Willow woman, flexibility, new growth, and deepening. Oh, gorgeous. So now we're on to a new one. Here we have East Spring Equinox, balance, becoming. Isn't that beautiful? With the robin and the bee and the tulips. I mean, everything's growing. The ladybugs, you still have some leaves in here kind of showing what was still remnant, what's lingering from fall. Fire element, inspired, action, intensity. That's a beautiful fire card. Look at her eyes. Gorgeous. Hair, sensitivity, gentle softness. Isn't that beautiful? Almost like looking at bluebells maybe behind her, the start of bluebells. The Phoenix, rebirth, renewal, and rising. Beautiful. Beautiful. Healing wand, sacred tools and practice. So it looks like rose quartz perhaps at the end there, wrapped in some kind of ivy. And there's a rose, maybe the rose thorns perhaps, I don't know, beautiful, or tulip. Hazel woman, wisdom, trust, and strength. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And here we're on to Beltane. Southeast Beltane, partnership, growth, fertility. Or the maypole. Beautiful. Rhiannon, freedom, lover, and guide. Every time I see Rhiannon, I think of the wonderful White Witch herself singing her beautiful Rhiannon song. I love seeing her on American Horror Stories. Earth Fairy, beautiful, grounding, earth presence. Look at that, beautiful card. Look at the detail on the ferns, on her headpiece, her makeup. Dandelion, rooted, persistence, and cleansing. So my dear friend Sophie, over during the springtime, made dandelion honey, and I went ahead and made some as well as a lavender honey. I think this was really fun to do, to go out there and collect the dandelion flowers. Boil them down, add some sugar. It was such a fun time doing that. My father-in-law said, you can pick all the dandelions you want off the property. South is summer, solstice, manifesting, brilliance, activity. And look, the color has changed. That's beautiful. Oh. What's your favorite season, guys? What's your favorite time of year? Winter elements, or water elements, emotions, flow, and healing. I love fall. It is my favorite. Spring's the next one. I'm not a huge summer fan, as well as winter. Those are my least favorite. Lady of the Lake, creation, magic, and legend. She's beautiful. Look at her. I love her. Love her headpiece there. She reminds me of Star of the Wild Witch when we went to the Renaissance Fair, and she had a beautiful piece on her head there. Chalice Well, Sanctuary, peace, and stillness. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that trellis work. Mermaid, myth, authenticity, fantasy. I love that. And now we're on to Southwest, llamas, abundance, harvest, and bounty. Beautiful, beautiful doll. Look at her headpiece too. She's beautiful. We have some huge wind going on, so you guys will be hearing some stuff in the background. Ellen of the Ways, guardian, ancient, way shower. Look at her horns there, her antlers. I just recently saw an 8-point buck in our driveway. He was the most beautiful, majestic animal ever. Song thrush, voice, poetry, and life. He really just was a marvelous creature. I just stood there and watched him. Didn't even take a picture, didn't even bring my phone out, nothing. I just wanted to sit there in that moment and just watch him. He was watching us, we were watching him, my husband and I. Sunflower fairy, illumination, playfulness, and fun. They're beautiful creatures. Chamomile and lemon balm, positivity, protection, and cleansing. Two of my favorite tea herb blends. West autumnal equinox, completion, release, and change. What a beautiful time. I love this time of year. Earth element, stability, support, and connection with the green man. When I was in Scotland about a year and a half ago, I was seeing a lot of the green man images everywhere. I thought he was just fabulous. Fabulous to look at. Lady of Apples, beauty, sweetness, and love. Definitely using apples for some love spells. Fox, ingenuity, observation, shape-shifting. He's so cute. He looks super fuzzy. Mugwort, my favorite herb. Dreams, intuitive, and healer. My property, the fairies have just blessed me with mugwort. After doing a lot of work with them early spring, later on I came across a field of mugwort on my property. It was the most magical thing ever. I was even able to give some to friends. There was so much mugwort, guys, so much. I took quite a bit. And even then, I didn't pick all of it. You're not supposed to anyways, but I didn't because I already had enough. And I was able to send some to friends. It's such a beautiful herb, guys. Beautiful herb. What is your favorite herb to work with? For anything at all. Mushroom sprite. Simplify, grow, and nature. Isn't she pretty? She's really cute. And Samhain, Northwest. Ancestors, spirit, and grief. This is my favorite time of year, guys, because of the ancestor work. The veil thinning, although I work with them year round, but the energy around Samhain completely changes, guys, completely changes. Ceridwen, regeneration, Sorth, alchemy. Beautiful. Beautiful image. A bat, perception, shadow, and courage. Lovely. Sickle, cutting cords, quickness, and action. Yes, I think I need to buy myself one, by the way. You, woman, death, immortality, otherworld. Yeah, the yew tree is a wonderful tree to work with. The Raven, mystery, messages, second sight. Most definitely. Morgan Le Fay, power, legacy, and Fay. Beautiful. And last but not least, center, self, inner quest, and knowing. Oh, beautiful cards, guys. And that one's a different color. No? Nope, they're the same. Wait, so these last three are different colors. It's the Raven, Morgan Le Fay, and center. And then you have Samhain in this color, Autumn in the brown. So that's how that goes. But these are like 3 extra cards here. Okay, let's see how they shuffle. I bet fine. I've never shuffled round cards before until that previous deck that I just showed you. And that made it a little bit difficult for me. But these seem to shuffle pretty well. The other cards, I just like kind of just did this. And just spin them all around, and I picked cards like that. I also shuffled, like overhand shuffled, and they shuffled very nicely. So, let's do a spread. So we are going to do... Let's do the Enchanted 5-card reading. So East, what's awakening, what is growing, what is ready to be harvested, what do I need to pause or meditate on? Oh gosh, I feel like it's going to be calling me out, guys. And how am I holding center? What do I need personally? Oof. Okay, let's do this. Okay, first card, East position. What is awakening at this time, please? Let's knock 3 times. We've already read the invocation earlier, and I'm just kind of just like rubbing them in my hand and just kind of feeling the energy in here, guys. Take a deep breath. Ask my guides to come in and help me with this, my ancestors, and to help me with my reading. So, East position. What is awakening at this time? What is awakening at this time, please? 1 card. What is awakening? Thank you. Put that down. South position. What is growing at this time? What is growing at this time? 1 card, please. What is growing for me at this time? What is growing for me at this time? That's 1 card. One card, thank you. West position, what is ready to be harvested? What is ready to be harvested, please? 1 card, 1 card. What is ready to be harvested? Oops, first one that fell. What do I need to pause or meditate on? North card, what do I need to pause? Whoops, that card just went flying onto my floor here. And the center position, how am I holding center? What do I need personally? How am I holding center, please? 1 card, thank you. Okay, that is our cards, guys. So let's position them as they are here. Number 1 is Mermaid. Number 2 is Feather. Number 3 is Earth Fairy, yes. And North position is Mushroom. And the center, White Swan. Isn't that beautiful, guys? That's a beautiful card, beautiful spread, the way it looks. I have all these colors on here, if you guys notice. I have all these beautiful colors on here. So I can move that up a little bit. Make some more room. Here we go. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I love that there's this balance of colors. I'm just soaking that in. Normally I'm off balance. This time I'm not. Thank you. Thank you guys for not being so tough with me this time. So what is awakening? And that is the first card. So mermaid. Myth, authenticity, and fantasy. Number 26. It's funny. 26, 6, and 20. And I opened up to mermaid here. Mermaid is a fantastical being of water, half woman, half fish. She has captured the imagination of many generations and cultures. Many countries have their mermaid myths and legends, which all represent some level of sensuality, femininity, and protection. The nymph also travels between two worlds, a world of water and the physical world of earth. One could say they are swimming in the watery realm of emotional cleansing, and then bringing that energy on land and assist in clearing the density of 3D Earth. It is a fantasy story and a tale of challenge and hardships. It is a big task for the aquatic beings to continuously go back and forth between worlds. Their unique and authentic quantities support their work in two worlds. The water nymph has surfaced for you as a reminder about the value of your authenticity. Perhaps she has emerged as a personal guide to help you navigate the worlds and remain true to yourself. She rises to share the message of duality and the skills needed to master life. As a sensual water being and a fierce protector, she helps us to remember that we are not static, but constantly evolving. What are the authentic skills and values that help you to navigate your own seas? Have you found yourself in situations where you felt like a fish out of water? Empathy can help us to see that. Use the power of mermaid energy to remind you that there is no one quite like you. Your authenticity, like hers, is your base of power. Authenticity is key to my personal truth. So what is awakening? My authenticity, learning to be true to myself and who I am. Maybe learning to balance emotions. Lovely. What is growing at this time? And that's feather smudge fan. Clearing, ritual, and ceremony. Number 6. Clearing, ritual, and ceremony. So it talks about the feather fan, but we're going to forward to what it means when you're drawing it. Drawing the feather smudge fan is a direct message that clearing is needed. So this is what is growing at this time. Using a smudge stick of sacred smoke, burning dried herbs, or incense is one way to clear your energy field of residual debris. You may also consider clearing as your personal practice or daily ritual, which I do. As you burn sacred herbs or resins, use a fan or feather or your hand to wash the smoke. Do any of you guys, when you're burning like your resins and your charcoal disc, do you save that to make black salt? Because that's what I'm saving right now. Let me show you guys. So this is where I collect my stuff, put them in here, and then I'll use that for making my black salt. Yeah. I'm in need of more black salt for my Ko-fi shop. I have a friend who took the last 3. So it talks about what you do when you're burning. The message speaks to the need for ceremonial and ritual in your spiritual life. I don't do a lot of ceremonies or rituals. Have you been overlooking the need to protect your energy, alter, or mingling in the outer world? Having a simple clearing technique at hand can alleviate negative energy and stagnation. Remember to make any ritual enjoyable. Honor your spiritual tools. The statement is, I now receive the perfect cleansing and release, and I release energy I no longer need. Also, I think calling back your energy. Interesting. Okay, the next card is what is ready to be harvested. And that is earth energy, grounding, earth, presence. That is number 20. So number 3, what is ready to be harvested? The message has appeared today to remind you that you need grounding at the earth. As the earth fairies care for their small details of earth, they know the importance of being connected to the source of support. You may not realize your lack of connection, but rest assured the need for grounding is real. Have you been off balance or trapped in your thoughts? Yes, I have. Maybe the last time you walked on the earth was from the car to your home. There are many ways to ground, beginning with getting outside every day in nature. Feel your feet on the earth and notice the seasonal gifts of Mother Earth. If you are unable to physically connect with the earth, then visualize yourself connecting with the earth. Most importantly, grounding brings us back into the body. I am grounded to earth and honor the present moment. So, my friend Bobby from Wild Raven Tarot sent me 3 oils. One of them, this one's from Joey the Veiled Cottage Witch, Forest Floor, Sacred Infused Grounding Oil. And let me tell you guys, this smells incredible. I'm going to link her YouTube page and her shopping page down below. Check out for Forest Floor, an invisibility oil that he made, as well as a Hermes oil that he made. All 3 of these smell incredible, guys, incredible. So I think Bobby knew I needed grounding oil. Okay, he knows me too well. The 4th card is, what do I need to pause or meditate on? And that's mushroom sprite, simplicity, grow, and nature. Well, aside from being allergic to mushrooms, we'll see what she has to say. Number 37. So, what do I need to pause or meditate on? The mushroom sprite is a direct message to you regarding elemental nature and your own personal well-being. If you are finding the stress of complications of your life growing, it is time to simplify. They are definitely calling me out, my ancestors and guides. Even Santa Muerte. You can begin by letting go of the trappings that keep you stuck. Oh, goodness gracious. They are definitely calling me out. Have you accumulated too many material things? Why, yes, I have. Are you feeling stagnant and heavy? A little bit. This may be physically, mentally, or even emotionally. The sprites are light and use water to purify themselves. This can be a time for you to do the same. Just like the luminescent wings of the sprite, you too can lighten up and fly. Lighten up, Selena, lighten up. Elemental nature invites you to connect to earth, water, and fire. And the air is healing remedy. So it's funny that my dear friend Star the Wild Witch is doing elemental energy right now for Rochelle's group at Amethyst Ascension. I'm going to post all of that information below. We are talking and doing elemental work. Get outside and sing to the trees. Sit near the water. Breathe in the air. And notice that you are part of the whole and find comfort in the simplicity of nature. Just as the sprites take care of their surroundings, take into consideration how you are taking care of the nature in your environment. Become a guardian of local nature, just like the sprites. The statement is, I am an elemental being of nature and light. So what do I need to pause and meditate on? Okay, final card. And that is the White Swan, Creation, Renewal, and Grace. Oh, they are totally calling me out, guys. How am I holding center? What do I need personally? I need my creativity back, my renewal back. I need to have grace with myself. Yes. That is number 9 for the Swan. Even my friend Star called me out. And she's worried about me. New concepts, new ideas, and new ways of thinking are like the newborns the swan maidens carry in her beak. This is a message of fresh starts and the ripe potential that lies ahead. Beyond the potential, the ideas may have already landed and are fully coming into form. Perhaps the tendency has been to dismiss those thoughts as daydreams, idealistic thinking, or unattainable goals. When you draw this card, you are being shown that the new ways are ready to be followed. Ride the wave that white swan creates through its gentle glide and put those thoughts into action. Taking steps to tangibly create may include sharing thoughts and ideas with others or taking the leap of faith to put those plans into motion. Shed any past tendencies that have to do with doubt or hesitation. You are ready for what is ahead. I embrace the new concepts and potential that are here now. So final thought, how am I holding center on what do I personally need? Wow, guys. That was beautiful. I needed to hear this. And I love that all these different colors showed up. That there is some type of balance to my madness. It's not completely lost, but it's there. So let me pull out some cards or some decks and what we could pair these with. So since this is a witch's wheel deck, I figured all of the seasons of the witch would work well with this. I think all of these would be perfect. Since we finished Samhain, we're now headed into Yule. So I'm going to use the Yule deck and see how it reads with this deck. But I think all of these would be perfect. Okay, so ceremony. I call upon those heralds of winter, dimming light for better sight. Hear the praise spilling from thy lips, a spell I'll cast for thy sprites and me. And that's funny, it mentioned ceremony for me. Squirrel medicine. Pitter patter, plan ahead, keep silent your path desire. No eyes or ears shall see you coming, a well-deserved reveal. With earth, grounding earth and presence. I think that's beautiful. Family with mermaid, which is about myth, authenticity, and fantasy and snow. There is beauty in the divine that settles on the flesh. A magical enchantment bestows in purity. Feather smudge fan, clearing ritual ceremony with light. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. Offerings. I give to you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting my essence. I think this will work. Rosemary with Father Christmas and feasting. We definitely use a lot of rosemary in our foods for Christmas time. At least I do. Fox. Ingenuity, observation, shape-shifting with storm, and silent night. I think this works, guys. Any of the seasons of the Witch Oracle decks by Lorianne Anderson, I think work. Okay, so let's pull out some tarot cards. And the first one is Wicked Moon Tarot. This is by Llewellyn and Lo Scarabeo. I like these because they're also very much seasonal decks. That wind is intense out there, guys. So here we have Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, which is a winter card with the fox, but we just saw the fox. So West, the autumnal equinox, Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. Air element with the 7 of Wands, that works. And the 8 of Pentacles. Clarity, expansion, and breath. I think this worked, guys, especially the artwork. Healing wand, sacred tools practice with 10 of Swords and 4 of Cups. The mighty owl, intuition, prophecy, clairvoyance with 9 of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. I like that. Yeah, this is beautiful. Bone Stone and Earth Flesh Tarot. I love this deck, guys. I've already shown it several times in pairings as well as the unboxings. That's a Blue Angel deck. Also comes from Llewellyn. I mean, look at the guidebook. It's not a guidebook. It's a whole book, guys. It's a whole book. So here we have the elephant who mourns, 5 of Cups with 5 of Pentacles and the hare. Sensitivity, gentle, and softness. Ooh. And it's 5 and 5, and that's a 14. Yeah. The quill, Ace of Swords with Earth element, and the mighty oak, the tower. Samhain with King of Wands, gold, the sun god Ra, and Morgana, 8 of Cups. Digger, 10 of Wands with the Phoenix and Serpent Fire. Look at that, guys. I mean, look at the colors, first of all. These colors are amazing. They totally go well together. Ellen of the Ways with Belle and the Blade Witch. 3 powerful women. 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Guardian, Ancient Way Shower. Baba Yaga with the Yule woman. Death, Immortality, Other World. And Odessa, 6 of Swords. The World card, yeah. Hourglass, Ace of Pentacles, Hazel Woman, Wisdom, Trust, and Strength. Mandrake Spirit of the Skull of the Old One. The Hourglass with Temperance. Yeah, these are beautiful, guys. These go so well together. And that was the Enchanted Wheel Oracle. A radiant celebration of life cycles, connections, and flow. My heartfelt thanks to US Game System for sending this gorgeous deck my way for a review. If you feel called by its gentle seasonal energy, you'll find all links below, along with my Ko-fi shop for ritual oils, readings, and spellworks, and my Firmo blue light glass discount. And as always, may your path be guided by intuition, protected by spirit, and illuminated by the moon. Until next time, I'm Essence of the Moon, reminding you that magic is always closer than you think.